Hi, I'm author and screenwriter Lola Lace, and this is Get Right or Die Typing. Today's topic is I think I want to write a book. There are many people out there that want to write a book. So today I'm going to give you a few tools to help with the process. In order for you to get to this point, you probably had an idea. Ideas come in many forms. Not all ideas will be a novel. So, first, you need to think about your idea and figure out if that idea can be a book. There is always the possibility that your idea could be another form of artistic expression. Something like a short story, a poem, an article, a blog post, a screenplay, or maybe even a painting. You are sure that your idea is a book? Then, of course, write a book. Now, it is time to take your idea and put it into motion. Before you get started, you have to know that you could take that wonderful idea and write a 50 or 60,000 word novel. If your answer is yes, you are well on your way. Of course, your book doesn't have to be that long. 20 to 40,000 words could be a novella or a novelette, which is a fine starting point. You don't have to commit to writing a full-fledged novel your first time out the gate. But you need to make a mental commitment to write this book, your book. You should think about your idea and classify it. Pick a genre. If you want to write a cowboy romance or a mystery thriller, whatever it is, you should keep that in mind, so you don't get bogged down with trying to make your first book hard to classify and ultimately even more difficult to write because you're trying to write for too many audiences. Okay, so your idea is firing off in your brain. You're excited. You want to write. Stop. Don't do it. Why? Because if you just start writing, you probably will never finish. It's the rare extraterrestrial being that can sit down and write a book without any preparation or thought. So let's say you're a normal human and not a space alien. You should know what the ending of your book will be. If you're writing romance, there has to be a happily ever after. So you can end your book with a marriage proposal or something super romantic. Knowing the ending is a surefire way to get close to the finish line. Oftentimes, you will change the ending during the writing process, and that is okay. It's your book. You can end it however you choose. But knowing the end is just another way to entice you to finish your book. It is very important to make an outline. An outline is simply 20 to 40 bullet points that chronologically go from the beginning to the end of your book. I myself have the tendency to start writing my book before I finish my outline. This has worked for me, but the writing process probably would have gone faster and smoother if I had my entire story outlined from beginning to end. Then you should find a comfortable place to write. In bed is great for some, at a desk works too, but you should definitely make sure you have a comfortable chair. Writing a book takes hours upon hours, so sitting in a hard chair is not the life. Being relatively comfortable is so important. I will stress that you don't have to use a computer or a laptop for your first book. I wrote my first book on a laptop, but I'm a screenwriter also, and I wrote my first screenplay in a spiral notebook. You can always type it later. It's double the work, but you should do what works best for you. I have a friend who is writing her first book on her iPhone. She's using the Notes app. I wouldn't have believed it, but she actually gave me her phone and I read an entire chapter. The end result will be a book that you can be proud of. So do what works for you. And lastly, stop talking about it and thinking about it. You have to actually get up, and in this case, sit down and do it. Many years ago, I was that person that said, I can't write a book. It's too hard. As a screenwriter, I didn't want to learn another form of writing. Then, just like that, I got an idea for a book. Now, 30 plus books later, I can tell myself and I can call myself an author. So basically, just do it. I know you have it in you. If you're going to start your book, or you already started your book, your first masterpiece, I would love to hear from you. So comment below if there are any topics you want me to cover in future videos of Get Right or Die Typing. Leave me a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and you can also follow me on social media. See you next week.